Rising people, Grand Rising. How are we doing today? Hope you're having a blessed day, a blessed month, and a great start to the new year. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about, I'm going to be reflecting on the past 31 days. Because if you've been tuned in, if you've been locked in, then you know that I've been doing a drawing a day or an illustration a day for the past 31 days, and I'm planning to do it for the next year. So here, I've got my portfolio. So I'm going to show you what I've been working on for the past 31 days. And we're going to do a little reflection together. Yeah. And you guys in the comments can let me know which pieces you prefer. I'm going to share my advice on what I've learned over the past 31 days. And that's basically what the video is going to be about. So let's get started on this, right? So I'm going to put them up on the screen as well, so you can get a closer look. Yeah, so let's go from day one, man. Let's go from day one. And in fact, let's say, why did I start this challenge? Why did I even start doing this drawing a day challenge? Well, it came from inspiration from a colleague of mine. He said to me that, yeah, you should literally document what you're doing right now, because if you know me, I basically draw every day anyway. Yeah, but doing the drawing a day and showcasing it is just another way of raising awareness to what I do and how much work I put in every single day. So this is what it's all about. It's also a way to keep track of my work better, because before I was just creating so much art, yeah, and not really, like, it was kind of not disjointed, but it wasn't really going anywhere. Not going anywhere, but I don't know how to say the word, but it was like, it had more potential. And doing it this way, I've learned to slow down and be more in tune with what I'm creating. Yeah, so and also sharing it with you guys, it keeps me even more consistent than I was last year. So that's part of the reason why I did that. But yeah, man, this is what it's gonna be. Drawing a day. Let's find out what we've done. Let's look at page number 1. It's here. Yeah, this is the magic portfolio, guys. One day I'll do a full tour, but maybe you gotta be part of the Patreon for that. So yeah, this is day 1. I'm not gonna take them out of the plastic wallet, but I'll give you a glimpse. I'm gonna put them up on the screen as well, but that's day 1. So day 1, I was in a cafe in Canary Wharf. That was New Year's Day, by the way. So I was in a cafe in Canary Wharf. You may know it, it's called Paris Baguette or Paris Baguette. Yeah, wonderful cafe. Sat there with my girlfriend, we had a nice coffee and a chat, and we just wrote down our plans for the new year. And whilst I was there, I did a sketch. So that was day number 1. And this really set the tone for the year, because not only did I do the drawing, but it was also like a moment for me where it was like a moment of calm, a peaceful moment. And that really set the tone for the rest of the month. Yeah. So then day 2 now, I might not go through all the days, by the way, but I'll give you an overview. So day 2, I was on the bus going to work. Now, what you're seeing here wasn't how I initially planned for this work to be. So funny story is that I actually did this all in pencil first. Yeah, I did it all in pencil first. And then I went on to add the ink on a later date. But yeah, that was the story behind that. It's literally just, I was thinking, what should I draw? I was on the bus, I was going to work. I was like, you know what, I got to do something. What should I draw? So I was looking around. I was like trying to find the most exciting thing to draw. And I was like, you know what? Sometimes, this is when I realized, sometimes it's not just about, it's not about finding the most exciting thing to draw, or like drawing the most epic buildings, architecture, landscape. Sometimes just draw the everyday, the realness, the real. Yeah, this is what I deal with sometimes. Just draw the realness. So yeah, started that, and then I did a few more drawings as the days went on. And then I noticed a shift. Yeah, so I sort of stepped away from the pencil a little bit. I remember one morning I must have woke up at like 4 a.m. Yeah, and I was like, why do I feel so awake? I just woke up, boom, I was awake. I was like, what's going on? So I was like, you know what? I was gonna try and go back to sleep, and then it got to like 4:10, and I was like, it's not doing it. You know them ones there where it's like, you know your mind's already awake. Your mind's already awake. It's getting ready. It's started. So I thought, you know what? Let me maximize the day. Yeah. So I woke up in the morning, early in the morning, and I made these ink drawings, ink paintings. So I did these ink paintings. Yeah. These were really fun to make. And I think I might have done them on the live stream. I can't remember. But I remember that day I went to the gym straight after. Yeah, and another thing that doing a drawing a day has taught me, so this is the second thing that drawing a day, illustrating every day has taught me, was that document your work and work on your portfolio as you go along. So I'm learning now that if I create a piece of work, I need to get a good picture of it. And I'm trying now, and actually I'm doing, is writing a few sentences about it. And if I don't write a few sentences about the work or a paragraph, then the least I should do is put my name, date, signature, the time I drew it, the location, and the title of the work. Those are the things that I know I need to put into the work when I create something new, because it helps archive it, and just it gives you an idea of your timeline. Because when you look back in 10 years time, you want to make sure that you've got a great idea of exactly, you know, when you did that work or what was going on in your life when you did that work. So it's like a journal. It's literally building up a massive journal. And yeah, doing a drawing every day has helped me stay grounded in that, because before I would just like create work, boom, forget about it. It's somewhere in the portfolio. Like I've got work that I've made last year. I can say I don't know where it is, to be honest. I know it sounds crazy, but this year, look, I'm much more organized. I'm much more structured, and you know that's something I've had to learn along the way. That's something I've definitely had to learn along the way. But those are the lessons that I'm learning along this journey, and this is why this drawing every day for the next 365 days has been so beneficial for me. Right? So I'll show you this one as well. This one I'm really happy with. This was to launch the new Instax. So if you know about Instax, they're like instant print cameras made by Fujifilm. So I got commissioned actually to design something for the House of Photography, and I made these illustrations for them, and I've got a few more coming up as well, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So yeah, I made these illustrations, and these were like some of my best drawings, I'd say, and they were really happy with them. They're up on the board in House of Photography now, and it's to celebrate the launch of a new product that they've dropped. It's called the Instax Mini Evo Cinema, and that's the first Instax camera to shoot video as well. So that's really exciting. And yeah, like this project, like this daily illustration project has brought so many opportunities towards me. Like it's been epic, man. It's been epic. And you know, even though I've got my main projects that I'm working on, if you know me, I've been working on a comic book. Like I'm still working on a comic book, but everything else I'm doing is like just building this ecosystem of art and like this ecosystem of creativity that I'm able to share with you guys as well. And I know that you guys are happy to see, happy to follow me along the journey. But another thing that I've learned about daily drawing is that your skill compoundly aggressively improves the fact that you're drawing every day, and the fact that you're just so consistent. It's like your skill level has no choice but to improve. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you have to keep, it's like it's now become effortless now. It's like my art confidence has just gone skyrocketed through the roof. So that's another thing. It's just the compound of skill level has just improved drastically in the past 31 days. Like I literally, it's insane. And even with this one, there's a couple pieces that I just drew from my subconscious mind. If you've probably seen it on my page as well. But a couple of these I drew from my subconscious. So that was exciting to see what actually what's in my mind. You know, I just one day I just woke up and I thought, you know what, I woke up, I didn't even think. It's like it's like now, and that's another thing. It's like now, I just wake up and it's like I let my instinct carry the work a lot of the time now. So sometimes I wake up and I get to my sketchbook or I get to it, and then it's like my subconscious mind physically takes over and it just creates the work, and my conscious mind is just there observing. But yeah, I did these as well. So character designs, I've noticed I've improved my character designs a lot as well, because obviously I need to work on that for the comic book. But the character design is something I've always wanted to improve on too, because you know my bread and butter is landscape painting and drawing. But I've always kind of shied away from including people into them, and that's another thing. I got more confident in drawing people. And if you feel the same with me, like you didn't feel so confident with including people in your landscape, I'm telling you, just try. Just try and put them in there. And I'm going to do another tutorial on there. And you know what I've learned, what you could do if you're not so sure about putting people in the landscape, draw figures. Just draw like little shapes. Start off with drawing shapes first, and then look back on it later, and then try and visualize how those shapes would look in a human body, as a human body form. Yeah. So it's like turning the abstract art into something more realistic, maybe. So you could look at it like that as well. Yeah. But this challenge has also helped with that. Look, this has so many benefits. Yeah, man. And then obviously another highlight was going to Paris. That was the trip of a lifetime, man. Honestly, I can make a whole nother video on Paris. Like from my birthday, it was just so amazing, man. Paris is the city, I swear. Like for an artist, it's the place to be. If you're an artist or someone creative, you need to go Paris at least once, right? So I made a lot of artwork in Paris. I'm gonna put those on the screen. But I made so much art in Paris. I did so much things, and I celebrated my birthday as well. Yeah, it was amazing, and that trip was such an eye-opening experience for me, and it made me think like this city, it really appreciate arts. There's like an art gallery on every corner, on every street. There's art galleries. So I know there's so many opportunities for artists there, and I'm definitely planning on going back 100%. I need to go back for at least a month. But yeah, Paris. Let me tell you the one key thing I learned about I love about Paris, or that influenced my art, was that, you know, you can sketch, like I did obviously sketch the you know, the tourism highlights, like the Louvre, the Tower Eiffel, the Champs-Elysees, Arc de Triomphe. I sketched all these locations, right? But you don't have to, you know. You can always like find a little niche back street, or interesting piece of architecture, something that you find interesting. Tell your story, and that's what I think urban sketching should be about. Telling your story through the landscape, or how you see the landscape, or tell a story, find a composition that you find interesting, and tell the story through that. You don't always have to, there's the London Eye, or there's the Big Ben, or, you know, there's the pyramids. Like, it doesn't always have to be draw it. You can, but you can also try drawing it in a different way, or painting it in a unique way as well. So those are things that I was thinking of whilst I was drawing there, because yeah, it made me realize that, yeah, cool, I'm drawing these iconic landmarks, but what story am I telling through them, you know? Which is fine if I want to document it, but I think now I can develop those ideas more and work with it. So make sure you stay tuned for that, because I'm not done with Paris, you know? There's going to be so much more. Yeah. And then my most recent work was like these pieces, this artwork is probably the most emotionally impactful for me. And that's why I think art is, you know, part of it is emotion as well, isn't it? You know, they say artists are in touch with their feelings and their emotions, but with me, I if I do feel something, I put it down on the paper, you know, I put it down on the paint and I express it through my artwork. And this painting that you're seeing here was an iconic moment. It was a pivotal moment in my life, I'd say, a pivotal moment in my journey for sure. Because it was in 2016 I went to Trinidad. That's where I'm from, by the way. That's like my heritage. My dad's from there, my granddad's from there. But this conversation was like in the middle of Port of Spain. I was looking over the hills and my granddad was with me and we were just talking, man. And he was dropping those words of, you know, those OG words of wisdom. Like he was just dropping those words of wisdom on me. And he said, yeah, gratitude creates abundance. Make sure you keep consistent with your art. Like you got a talent. He was just feeding me with knowledge, man. He was just feeding me with positivity at that time because he always believed in me. And he was just like, yeah, keep consistent, Josh. Don't give up. Keep chasing your dreams. Like you got the whole world out there and you can do whatever you want. Whatever you want to achieve, you can do it. There's no limit to what you can achieve. And the only limits are the ones you create in your mind. I remember he used to say things like that to me. So that picture that I got there, it actually means the world to me. And I look at that picture almost every other day and I just remember the conversation we had. And one day I thought, you know what, I've never actually painted it or drawn it. So I did, and I used a watercolor. And yeah, I tried out and it's funny because the paper that I used was actually a birthday gift from my dad. So it meant even more. So my dad gave me the gift and then I painted it. The first paper I used was a painting of my granddad. So the family creativity is the family creative energy was aligning here. Yeah. Yeah, man. So that was that. Like, yeah, that was epic. And then, yeah, yesterday I did urban sketch. Went out to Stratford, and then I painted I can't even remember what it's called, so I'm not gonna even talk about it too much because I can't remember what it's called. But it's like this big red structure in the middle of like near the Westfield. Guys, in the comments, if you know, if you're still here with me, big up though, and thank you, and make sure you subscribe. But if you're still here with me, what is the name of that structure, right? But anyway, I painted that, and then halfway through, I was like, you know what, this is not good. This is not going the way I wanted it to go. But then I thought, you know what, nah, persevere, because you know, 9 times out of 10, it starts off a bit shaky. Or not even 9 times out of 10, but sometimes it can start off not how you imagined it, but sometimes that's the fun, just seeing where it goes. And that's what I learned I had to do sometimes, just see where the art takes you. It's not always about, yeah, it's got to be a final piece, it's got to be a finished piece. Sometimes see where the art takes you, enjoy the process and see where it takes you. And that's what that painting yesterday taught me, yeah? So 31 days of painting, drawing, creating, portfolio, documentation, photography, 31 days of creativity. Wow. I wonder what's in store for this second month. I'm looking forward to it, guys. But yeah, drop any suggestions in the comments. Any feedback you have for me, anything you've learned on your creative journey as well. Let me know in the comments, man. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And also check out my Patreon. Subscribe to me on there because you're going to get exclusive, full process videos, behind the scenes, exclusive art, discounts as well, if you remember. Discounts as well on commissions and other exclusive art. But yeah, guys, lock in with me and I'll see you next time. Peace.